Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 in the series between Evelyn and Lawliet, or not Evelyn, Lynn and Lawliet, here on Ancient Isle. Lawliet spawning as the blue Night Elf player on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the top left, we have Lynn spawning as the yellow Orc. Orc versus Night Elf. Currently, Lynn with a 1-0 lead in this best of 3. What will be happening? What will be going down? Let's just all take a look. So far, waiting to see when that barracks will be placed down. Should be standard timing on that barracks. Meanwhile, we can see the Ancient of War has already come into play, and it looks like it will be an archer. The archer will quickly wake up, aggro the creeps, everything will be taking down the Ancient of War here as the archer and the demon hunter fights its way through. Now, as I say this, you can see that the barracks has already been placed down, and we should be going into a bit of harassment. So far, don't really know what's going on in terms of the strategies. We don't know what heroes will be chosen, and this is promising to be a very interesting game, as game 1 really went in favor of Lynn. Lawliet didn't really play up to snuff early on with that early mistake with that Scroll of Town portal, and with that everything just snowballed and he was unable to get back into that game. So far, we are looking at that demon hunter now making its way over, or getting trained on up. Meanwhile, down over here, the Ancient of War will be training up an archer in just a moment. Voodoo Lounge already being placed down early, and with this, are we going to perhaps see a grunt come out a little bit and try to creep out this 5-3-3 creep camp, as opposed to trying to deny his opponent? 2-minute warning on the game. Generally, nothing happens in the first 2 minutes of a WarCraft 3 game. Both players are just getting set up and poised to strike. Ancient of War should be uprooting itself here in just a second. There it goes. And now here is the battle, as the Ancient of War now absorbing a bit of damage. You can see him going after that Troll Trapper first. He is not really dealing that much damage, not as much as he's supposed to, and he is also supposed to eat some trees now. He is not regenerating hit points. This could be very, very bad news, as Lawliet, if he ends up losing this Ancient of War, is going to be very, very far behind. Alright, there goes the Troll Trapper. Ogre Magi is all that is left here. The Ancient of War now trying to regenerate hit points after absorbing a bit of damage, as he is now up to 200 hit points and rising. Meanwhile, Blade Master, when walking behind the Null Warden, gonna go ahead and focus down one unit there, and now going after the second Null Warden. That Blade Master could very, very easily get to level 2 here, after clearing out this 5-3-3 creep camp by getting one more kill somewhere else. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter quickly gets to level 2 and decides not to go after this any longer, as there's only one Demon Hunter and one Archer. Now, Night Elf players are generally vulnerable at this stage in the game if they try to continue the Ancient of War creeping. You can see archers are now being trained here, as a grunt is heading out across the map. Blade Master needs to go to that Voodoo Lounge. He does have double circlets of nobility, which will help him out tremendously. Healing Salve, Speed Scroll, and now what is going to be happening here, as you can see that the grunt is running away from the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter does have a slight advantage here. Meanwhile, the Blade Master is going to perhaps come in from the back. No, the grunt is not getting chased down at all, as the Orc Burrow will be completed. So far, archers are shadow melded out across the map, perhaps trying to see where a Blade Master could be hiding. However, the Blade Master himself is also wind-walked, as we're going to see him go after this 3-3-1 creep camp, and what will be going down next. I believe the grunt is going to absorb a bit of damage. No, he's just already getting healed. Level 2 now on the Blade Master. You're going to see the Kobold Geomancer fall. And once the Kobold Geomancer and the Brute fall, the Blade Master himself is going to Healing Salve and then pick up that item. Meanwhile, Red Drake is taking a lot of damage here from these archers. The archer does need to pull back here in just a moment. No, he's going after, yes, the archer here, and you can still see that damage coming in. The Demon Hunter may get off to level 3, as we're now looking at a grunt making its way off to the corners. Not quite sure who pinged the other sides of the map there, as we can now see that the red creep camp or the corner creep camp has already been cleared out. The Demon Hunter very close to level 3, And with that, we are also going to see that the Blade Master continuing to try to creep out these center locations here. All right, the Null Overseer, if it does get taken down, should drop a very good item. Maybe another Circlet of Mobility or Claws of Attack +6. Down over here, the Grunts are now chasing into this location. Devotion Aura on the Demon Hunter isn't going to be that useful. He was perhaps looking for a much better item, as we're now looking at the Demon Hunter going after this one lone Grunt. Archer trying to get in front, unable to do so, and that Grunt will be able to retreat and return back home. Blade Master now sitting at level 2. What item was left behind? I'm not quite sure if an item was left behind there. Blade Master sitting at 25 agility. It doesn't look like he really got any additional tomes either, so I am curious as to what Lin has been doing all this time during the creeping action. All right, Demon Hunter about to be level 3. There you have it, level 2 mana burn. Already 7 armor. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain is on its way out. Bestiary and Spirit Lodge is coming into play as well. And this is rather interesting. Lawliet has a whole bunch of archers, which is very heavy on piercing damage, but he isn't doing anything with it. This is the prime time to try and take down your opponent. And as they are going after all of those other buildings there, all right, Archer now down to 31 hit points. It is taken out very easily. Speed Scroll was used there. And now the Blade Master may be able to run around on the inside here without a problem. Normally, the Night Elf player tries to pressure right as the Stronghold is done to make sure that the Spirit Lodge and the Bestiary cannot get constructed. We can see now a Naga Sea Witch going to join in on the fight instead. And now the Mana Burn on the Blade Master. The Blade Master trying to run away. It is going to have to take the long way round to get back home. All right. This one Blade Master taking the long way around, heading back home by his lonesome self. It may be more scenic, but no one is with him. He's traveling alone, as we now see Wisps also being brought forth. We may see a tower rush coming in from the Night Elf player. The Naga Sea Witch is going to be going in for a lot of pressure. There is a potion of healing now, and here we go. This is for pretty much all the marbles, as we're now going into the engagement. Voodoo Lounge is going to try and get repaired here. Blade Master is right inside here as well. And is it going to get repaired in time? There's a Shockwave. There's a Mana Burn. There's a couple of Wisps now coming inside. There's some detonation. And so the detonation to perhaps do a little bit of stopping here. We can see Moonwells are also being constructed, but I'm not quite sure what those Moonwells are going to be there for. There goes the Troll Berserker. This looks more like a desperate attempt at a rush. And Lin should be able to easily handle this. The archers are all relatively low on hit points, and with the peons now joining in on the fight, it is going to cause some problems. Ensnare now done, and Lin looks like he is going to be falling apart here. He's trying to be aggressive, and it is not working, as the peons are just pushing their way forward. Detonations removing mana, but without with just removing a little bit of mana, not going to be doing very much here. Perhaps the Ancient of Wonder should be uprooted to try to get in some extra additional damage. There goes a Grunt, level 2 now on the Tauren Chieftain. Naga Sea Witch is still there, but still sitting at level 1 himself. Demon Hunter does have a potion of healing. It's going to use the Scroll of Town Portal to head back home. But Lin's, all of that effort is going to be for naught. You can see the Moonwell will be destroyed. This Ancient of Wonders will get taken down as well. And we may be seeing the GG coming in, as the Tauren Chieftain is just very strong. And there you go, Lawliet realizing that after that very, very poor opening, Lin would just get further and further ahead. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed Game 2. We will be going into a bonus game. I believe it is Lin versus Moon, as that is going to be mislabeled as Game 3 anti-spoiler game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.